Alright, hello everybody, welcome back for a series where I talk about all the games I played in the previous month. Month first video is October, big spooky month, 2025. So as always, let's get right into it. There could be a lot here. I tend to ramble. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evil East collection came out. I will admit, I haven't played much of this yet. I've only played the first like 2, 3 missions. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a daunting thing to go into because I have tried this so many times in the past, especially as a kid. Throughout the years, every few years, I'd go back, be like, oh, I have an emulator, let's try this. And oh my god, the 3 missions in, ass kicked. Hopefully, I'll do better this time, but haven't had enough yet to really decide. But so far, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I'm enjoying what I played. I think I could push through this time, and I really would like to. I don't know how different it is from the original version, because I played the game on Game Boy Advance, and I remember starting off with a snowball fight. I'm very confused. I don't know if that was just an added for the Game Boy Advance specific thing. I thought there were 3 games. Apparently, no. There's apparently this is just the Ward Lines version of the first one in the Game Boy Advance version of the. I'm so confused with this franchise and the Evil East saga in general. I don't get it. But yeah, maybe I'll look into it at some point when I'm done with these. I mentioned it last time because I just started it, but I've been playing more of Silent Hill F. I'm probably like halfway, 40% through at this point, I think, according to the PlayStation thing. And my opinions I have actually changed pretty drastically. Like for the first, I think I may mention it last time. I can't remember for sure, but I think for the first 2 or 3 hours of this game, I felt nothing but plain, pure frustration. That is the only word I can use to describe my first few hours of this game. Enemies coming out of constantly, and I like they were shit enemies too. It was like, oh, an enemy's coming at me, wait, dodge, and literally could walk away, and it would never bother me. But finally, and then like there was like one of the other world sections. It was a bit better, but still it's kind of annoying. Ever since I got to the school section, oh, no spoilers. Ever since that moment, the game has been on just as I mean, even before that, but that was the moment where I started to really say, okay, I'm enjoying this. And since then, it's just been like constantly, slowly but surely, upwards trajectory. I'm liking it. I'm actually liking what's going on. The story still isn't like grabbing me a lot, but I do like the main thing you're dealing with at the moment. I do like some of what's going on. I like some of the characters for good or for bad reasons, for being good or bad people. It's improving steadily. There's points where I'm actually getting sucked in where I'm, yeah, I'll do a bit more, maybe for an hour or two, which, and I'm enjoying the whole thing. There still are problems, like, it's really fucking annoying. You will just be walking on, just above you, and you'll just, boom, you're grabbed. Like, thanks, I just have to look up constantly now. Or sometimes you'll go around a corner, and just out of nowhere, enemy. Look, I'm all fine with cheap jump scares. Generally, my reaction would be, ooh, alright, you got me. Oh, you got me. No matter how scared I get by them, no matter how much they fuck me up in that moment, I'm not as against them as some people are. As long as it doesn't devolve into just cheap jump scares, I'm not opposed to the occasional cheap boogity boo. What I do fucking hate is when they have the big boogity boo, but they've actually grabbed onto you and they stab you for half your fucking health nearly. I'm barely exaggerating, it's like 40% of my health. Because they were hiding behind this one corner. But even if one time I checked and when I knew it was coming and I see if I could dodge and it didn't work. Not saying it's impossible, but if I can't do it properly knowing it's coming, that just feels like cheap damage and I really don't fucking like it. If it was like a cheap 10% of your health, I wouldn't be nearly as bothered, but it's like a third minimum. And it just ruins it. Instead of going, haha, good for you, it's more like, oh, you got, oh, I'm getting hurt. Come on, get off, skip this long animation. Oh, fuck's sake. It turns one of the best parts of the game to a real frustration. Because there's one part where, like, I knew something was going to happen. There was an enemy there, and I was like, okay, that enemy is coming alive. That monster is coming alive. And then I was walking, and I expected to hear, like, a thud when it fell, or some, like, creaking when it started moving, but no. Boom! Yes, that made it 10 times scarier. But being cheaply grabbed ruins the moment. Other than that, though, having a really good time. It's getting progressively better every second. Every sequence is getting better and better, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Can't wait to delve way more into this. God, it could be one of my favorite games of the year, and that's surprising because it really started off as like a 3 out of 10 experience. If I just stopped halfway through, like 2 hours in, easily would have had this as my like one of the worst games out there for the year. After watching somebody play it in stream for a while, I did it. After seeing enough people play it bit by bit, I finally decided to just do it. Stardew Valley. The probably one of the most famous, if not biggest, farming sim games in the last maybe ever. The one that really brought this whole cozy game stuff really out there and really popularized it in a big way. I tried this years ago, and I remember just turning it on. I think what happened was after sitting through the opening, which isn't that long at all, your first mission is talk to all the townspeople, and it's like 28 people. The only thing I can assume is at the time maybe I thought the game isn't really going to start until you do that, and you had to go around just introducing yourself to 28 people. And I just have to be sat there like talk to this person, and I thought that was going to be a thing. But no, you can just pick away at it as you see fit. It has been just, I get the hype completely now. I have been so fucking sucked into this. Nearly every night, well, from a saying every night for the last 3, 4 weeks maybe. This has just been my like nighttime game. For like an hour, hour and a half before I go to bed, just throw it on a few days in the game, and sometimes it's hard to keep that commitment. As in, sometimes it's hard to be like, okay, I've had my time, I have to go to bed. I could do one more day, but no, I'll stick to it. So I don't want to burn myself out. Just mix between the farming life, the life sim stuff, just the whole routine of it, and the little new stuff in between. Have like 30 hours into it so far, and every night is just. I just love lying back for an hour, just picking away, doing my little thing, with no stress of a time limit. Because I know this game just keeps going around. It's not like if I don't do it in a year, I'm gonna fail. Oops, you didn't get this much money. That would really add some stress. But no, it's kicked off my big interest in farming games. I'm definitely gonna try a few more, but we'll get into that in a sec. So might as well go directly into it. As I said, it got my interest in the farming stuff back up, and I had to go back to another one I played a bit as when I was younger. When I first got access to emulators, Harvest Moon. As far as I can tell, the very original farming life sim, not the original farming sim because there was one before, but the first one to do it like this. The first one has the mix of farming and talking to people. And as you can probably expect for a game 20 years before Stardew Valley and 30 years ago next year, it's primitive as shit. Like, if you think days in Stardew Valley are short, a day in Stardew Valley, I think I counted, like, I did a timer. And it kind of depends what you do. Like, if you go between screens, if you're working on your farm, if you're moving, what you're doing, different things move time a bit faster, I think. My average day, which consisted of doing a tiny bit in the farm, grabbing some stuff from the north to give a gift, I think it was, getting some wood. Your general average day took me from day to night 4 minutes. Your average day in Harvest Moon is less than 4 fucking minutes. It can be a bit frustrating, especially when you feel like you have a lot to do. But at some point, the limitations just make it feel much more structured and routine, and that can be bad. But I obviously can't be too hard. It's 30 years old. But eventually, you do just get into this like weird little routine that is really relaxing. I feel like that is the point, but it took me a little while. It's especially bad in like in fall because you don't have any seeds to plant. I don't know if you can get them or if I just fucked up. I think you're supposed to be taking care of your animals, but I will not. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at these games. Maybe it's just not something I'm good at. Maybe it's because I'm new to them. But I don't have a single animal yet because I was like, yeah, here's my 9 pieces of grass. Is that enough for an animal? No, it's not. But for the last like few weeks of the in game, because again 4 minutes, you go through a lot in a little while. This is like my I'll do Stardew Valley like up on my PlayStation for like an hour, hour and a half before bed, and then Harvest Moon is like okay, it's about half an hour before I'll just be turning everything off, going to sleep, throw it on for half an hour. But yeah, I'm liking the routine. Last night I had my little jump scare. I couldn't believe it. I actually got a fright. I was like, what's that thing in the ground? It looks like a mushroom, maybe a thing. I'm gonna pick it up. And he just went from like this to this, and I just out of nowhere I just went ah. Couldn't believe. I actually couldn't believe it. It scared me. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't even something scary. It just gave me a fright. I didn't expect him to move. Also, everything is more primitive. You have like 4 tools. You have like a tiny. You do the same thing. Giving a if you think it can get even routine in something like Stardew Valley, which is much more advanced. In this game, you get a fruit or something, give it to the girl. She goes, "Thank you," and you might talk to her. She'll say the same thing every day. It repeats fast in newer games. In this, it's one thing for the season. But for a quick half an hour a night, I do think that's the perfect way for me to play it. I will definitely check out more farming games in the future. Coral Island is one I've downloaded just for some time. I think Fields of Mystery was one I wanted to check out. I'm limiting myself to two at a time because I don't want to burn myself out. Because I know if I get to that point, if I'm at a point where I have to do three of these a night, and I'm like, okay, this one for an hour, this one half an hour, this one for a half, I'm gonna quickly burn myself out and stress myself, and just ruin it for myself. I tend to do that, so I'm gonna try not to do it here. Two at a time is my limit. Who knows how long these will go on? I definitely Stardew could be for a while. Harvest Moon, I doubt will go too long. But it's really opened the door for these kind of games for me, and I cannot wait to see what comes in the future or what I've left. Definitely going to be doing a much deeper dive into this kind of stuff very soon. As soon as I finish at least one of these, who knows what'll be next. I think it was like a week ago. Plants vs Zombies Remaster came out on PS5. Having a great time with it so far. There's really not much to say here. It's a tower defense game. You have your plants. You have multiple types. You get a new one every level, or nearly every level that you do. The zombies will come at you. You have new types of zombies over time. I play this a ton on my phone. I can't wait to unlock some of the mini games, especially the Vase Breaker. That's my one. I'm just waiting for it. And thankfully it has some fun trophies too. It's not just like beat the game, do this obvious thing. They're fun. Can't wait to try it. Can't really get more into it, especially when you get more of it. I don't know. Like on a mobile game, it works a bit. It might work a bit better. Who knows? The whole kind of loop of I'm gonna do a bit a day. Once I beat the campaign, I don't know how interesting it's gonna be to go on every day to do bits and pieces until I get enough money to buy stuff. But one of my favorite mobile games of all time. Go back to it so consistently, and I've always wanted on my PlayStation to get some trophies in. Against what I should have known better. I downloaded Monopoly. It was on PlayStation Plus. I think it's from 2024. It's fucking awful. For some reason, game developers just cannot make a good Monopoly game. It's just fucking impossible, it seems like. Everyone I try is the most rigged crap I've ever fucking played. And I'm not just talking about, oh, I'm mad that I lost. Sometimes not even me losing. It seems to be rigged for one purpose, and it's to make him drag. And I'm not talking about the game itself. I'm talking about like the video game version. I remember playing this with my friend years ago. Not this one, a different one, the Ubisoft one. And we got to a point where we could look at the map like, okay, I just got this much money. The only way I'm going to lose money to you is if I land here. And we could predict to the fucking spot, turns and turns in a row, where we were going to land. And it would always work out. Like, oh, you have a house here, you just got money. So, yeah, you just got 1,000. So, you're going to land here and lose money to my hotel. And he would. This is just like that. At one point, I had most of the spots on the board. My opponent had like 20 left, and if he landed on any of my place, he probably would have lost. He landed in prison, in the go to jail thing. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. Out of every kind of time looping around the board, he went in 4 out of 5 loops. He never got past except for one of the times. And then, or it'd be like, okay, I've got loads of money here, and for some reason, the next thing that happened next turn, boom, I land on his house. Or his place with multiple houses. It just seems so fucking garbagely rigged. Again, not even to make me lose or to be difficult, just to drag. All I want, I know, maybe, look, again, maybe I'm the unreasonable asshole here. Maybe I'm just asking way too much and I'm being fucking stupid. Would it be so hard to make a Monopoly game? Like, here's a dice, random number generate, 1 to 6. That's what it lands on. And do that with 2 dices and not have it so they're more likely to land in certain places based on the fucking money they have. Am I being unreasonable? It's like having racing games with rubber banding bullshit. It doesn't make it more fun. It just makes it feel like it doesn't matter what you do. Just make I want to go back and try some really early video game Monopoly, like the Game Boy game. Because I actually think they might have, one, not cared about people. So it's like, it might not be fun, it might be stupid, it might not work, but you know what? Fuck people. It's Monopoly on Game Boy. Nobody's gonna buy this. Just do whatever we want. Maybe they don't even have the tech to rig it back then. But yeah, I'm still going for a platinum trophy. Cause I'm stupid. All I've left to do is beat 5 AI without without enough beat 5 AI computers. Most of the trophies in this game you can just do by having, you can do like the one controller controls all. It's like, oh, I have to get put a hotel on every spot, and it's like, oh, here's a trophy for, I don't know, owning all the electric places and the railways. Get one with each character, trade them all to myself. Easy trophy. 90% of trophies can be done just like that, but beating 5 AI, that's going to be a fucking horrible one. And I have to get 800 on the free parking. So if anyone lands on something like super tax or income tax gets out of jail, it goes into that. So if you get 800 euro, anybody landing on it, and that's also going to suck. But at least there's things you can do to help. But yeah, fuck Monopoly in video games because nobody can do it right. For some reason, some fucking idiots think, yeah, rig it so it makes it go on as long as possible and it goes back and forth. Fuck off. Just make a good. It just pisses me off. How do you fuck up board games so bad? Like, oh. And for what I've been doing here, nothing much has changed. After beating Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, I might have even mentioned this last time, number 3. It's pretty much the same game, same controls, except in this game you don't have like a jump, spin, hit, attack. You have every turtle has a different move. The problem is it hurts you. I'm very close to the end of the game. I think I'm on the last boss, but God, it destroyed me last time. I think I'll finish it in the next one I do. So yeah, at least with Turtles 2, while it was the first level dragged on, but then I felt like it got faster and faster. This game, I genuinely think it took an hour to get back, and I'm not looking forward to finishing it. I mean, I'm looking forward to finishing. I'm not looking forward to getting back there. But yeah, I think that's everything. I will probably have played Mortal Kombat Collection a bit by then because I have it ready. I have a pre-download, in fact, PS5 on, so I can be ready to play it. Can't wait. Nothing else, I don't think. Not that I can think of. But yeah, as good. Only 20 minutes. That's shorter than fucking usual, barely. As always, let me know what you've been playing, what new stuff you've been playing, what you've gone back to, and see you for the next one. Before I talk about something else, bitch about something else for 25 fucking minutes.